Alright, hey everyone. I wanted to go over one more technique that I think is fairly easy to understand. And what that involves is something called the lasso tool, and the technique is called shape trapping. I've got a background here that I grabbed off the web. It's actually, I think someone removed Obama from the portrait, so it's just a refill of the texture. But anyway, let's set the color for 100% red so that we can see what it is that we're doing. I'm going to make a chair. Now, a lot of people would just paint the chair with the brush tool, but as artists, especially as graphic designers, you want to be able to pay attention to shape and create shapes pretty quickly. So I could just draw the shape and fill it in. Option delete or Alt delete, or what is it on Mac? Option delete. So here's a shape. Control D, Command D to deselect. I'm going to make a red chair. So all I'm going to do is just cut out the parts I don't want. So I'm holding down the Alt key to make straight lines. Let's go like this. And delete. Do it again. Delete. Not sure if I like that. We'll just go with it. Delete. Control D. Deep. Delete. Might be a little tall for this chair. Let's go, maybe lower. I mean, you see the chair coming together, right? And all I have to do is just take off little sections at a time. Delete. Delete. And even if it's not perfect, it's not accurate, you can clean it up later, right? There's not a whole lot of perspective knowledge doing this. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'll just take out just that part. And even if I do it this way, where I take off a lot more, I can put more back in. Like there should be more back here, but let me just clear out what I don't want to work with. And there should be another leg back there. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go, but it's not really rocket science in terms of doing this technique. Now I want to add a leg, so I'm just going to do it this way. Option delete or Alt delete adds a leg back. Now is it perfect? Is it correct? Who knows? Actually, it's off. Let me try doing it this way. Control deselect. It should be parallel to the bottom over here. Now this leg is a little bit off, but I can fix that. I'm going to just click, 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 and Control T. I can try pulling it out a little bit, maybe up. And this is not ideal, but my point for doing this is that I just want it to feel fast. Just get it done. A lot of people struggle with doing this stuff. It should be longer. And I did not take any perspective into account. I'm just trying to make the lines look believable. And I'm not even gonna separate the planes. I'm just looking at it as a silhouette shape. I think I'm gonna erase this one, so this front part. So it's just a chair, right? And maybe I correct the shape of the front here. I could make it taller too. I don't want this to go too long. My point is that you don't have to paint everything. Wherever you can use shape, Control T, use shape. Shift will stretch it downwards. And if there's any weirdness, you just fill it in. And I'm doing it ugly so that you can see that not everything has to be pristine and clean to get it done. You know, I gotta clean up this part here, delete. But I'm doing this without a brush, and that's really the whole point of this exercise. I hate that button is right next to the Alt button on my keyboard. Oops. Now, once it's here, you can change the color. You can darken it. Maybe shift it towards more of a brown, blue, right? You can apply shadows. And you can do the shadows even with the same tools. Like, for example, Control U. I'm going to darken it. Then wherever else I need to do that same shadow on the chair, I'm going to grab the color and with the eyedropper tool and fill it in. Now I don't need to go through this whole rigmarole for the whole rest of the chair. You know, even in doing this, it may even make it kind of stiff. But it's fast, and that's all I want you to understand. What is the fastest way of getting the job done for what you need to get done so you can get your grade and move on with your life, you know? Now, having the ability to do this is really not magical or particularly difficult, but it does require some observation. Oops. Shoot. I should have done that a little more precisely. If it was me, I would Also, go get some texture from maybe a wood flooring place and paste it in there. But I just want to do something very quick and simple and just show you a technique just using this one tool here, shape trapping. You can also use the marquee tool, but I'm just filling shapes and deleting shapes from something larger. Remember, shape is your domain, your designers. So use it to your advantage. Okay, that's it. This is called shape trapping.